How does a man without a college degree end up hosting Nobel Prize-winning scientists one night and former presidents the next? Picture quiet dinners in New York townhouses and private islands, where power seems to circulate as casually as wine. Who was Jeffrey Epstein, really? And how did he gain access to so many doors that are usually closed? At its core, this story is about access. Jeffrey Epstein was a financier who, from the late 1970s until his death in 2019, built relationships across politics, academia, and business that mattered because proximity to influence can translate into protection, credibility, and time. And time, in this case, delayed accountability for years. Epstein's early path was unusual. After teaching at the Dalton School in New York, he moved into finance, eventually managing money for billionaire retail executive Leslie Wexner between 1987 and 1994. That relationship dramatically expanded Epstein's wealth and social reach. Was this financial trust the real foundation of everything that followed? By the early 2000s, Epstein had reinvented himself again, this time as a patron of science. He donated to and advised institutions such as Harvard University, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and the Santa Fe Institute. He funded research in physics, artificial intelligence, and evolutionary biology, often hosting private gatherings. Some researchers later said they saw him mainly as a donor. Others admit the association. How much did money soften skepticism? Politics added another layer. Social records and flight logs show Epstein traveled with powerful figures from both major parties in the United States, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Neither has been charged with crimes related to him, and both have publicly distanced themselves. Still, the images linger. Why did so many people underestimate the risk of staying close? The turning point came in 2008, when Epstein pleaded guilty in Florida to soliciting a minor and received a controversial non-prosecution agreement. Even then, elite ties continued. Several institutions accepted donations after his conviction, later returning funds under public pressure. Was this failure ignorance or convenience? Epstein's death in a Manhattan jail cell in August 2019 ruled a suicide, ended his life, but not the scrutiny of his network. Flight logs, properties across continents. This is my personal take, but the Epstein case forces you to ask how power protects itself, and when it chooses not to look too closely. So what do you think mattered most in Jeffrey Epstein's rise? Money, social charm, or institutional blind spots? I encourage you to read court records, institutional reports, and investigative journalism for yourself. Take care of yourselves until we meet again.